It is open house weekend at Baker College of Cadillac, and we have with us Baker College of Cadillac President Kelly Smith for our. We seem to get together once every few months here on the radio show.
We do.
So, how are you?
I'm doing great, and right. I'm even better today, Rich, because the sun's out.
It has been a beautiful day today. It most certainly has. Open house time.
It is.
It's time for people who maybe don't know about Baker College to introduce themselves or reintroduce themselves to what Baker has to offer. Tell us about the open house and what people can expect.
Yeah, those coming to the open house will learn about the programs that we have, not only just at Baker College in Cadillac, but across our system. They'll be able to meet program officials from those particular areas, and they'll give them an overview of the kinds of things they could expect coming into certain programs.
So, in addition to that, I know there's a ton of things that we want to talk about here. There's a lot of... When you are educators, the need is never ending. It's like a shape-shifting thing. The need changes, and you are making sure that you're out there training people for what the need is. Mm-hmm. What's the need now?
It's been across the board. We're seeing the same sorts of things that we've heard a lot in manufacturing that they don't have the skilled workforce for. We're seeing that in other occupations too. Definitely healthcare is a hot commodity right now. Anything in healthcare, there's a lot of jobs that are available, but we're also seeing it in the teaching profession. We're seeing it in the IT world. There's just never enough IT techs for all of the things that are happening in our world as it relates to the internet and the World Wide Web and all of those things.
And so Baker is training all of those areas.
We are. That is true.
Not just in Cadillac, but around the state.
Yes.
Direct admit. This is something that you just told me about that I find very interesting. Mm-hmm. It's a chance for your kid to get a head start during high school. Can you explain that?
We have worked really hard to make our prereqs to get into any of our health limited enrollment health programs like nursing, surge tech, radiography, those kinds of things, so that they have the same prereqs before they have to apply to the professional track. So what we've created is a way for students to take 6 courses over their junior and senior years at high school and then be ready to be directly admitted into the nursing program or the surge tech program. And so if there are students who are wanting to do that, they need to just give us a call and we can let them know what those courses are. Or some of them are already taking them in preparation to start right in the nursing program or one of the other limited enrollment healthcare programs.
That's an interesting idea, because doesn't that in effect get the kid, the student, I should say, shouldn't say kid, out into the workforce maybe a year earlier?
Yeah, at least.
Okay.
Yeah, they're in the past, the amount of prereqs and what have you, program by program, would be their whole first year of college coursework. And now that could all be completed in high school at a much reduced rate, and then they're right into their program as a freshman coming into the college.
So if I'm a parent of a kid who is interested in going in this direction, how do I learn more?
Just give us a call. They can certainly call the Cadillac campus, 231-876-3100, or 800 number that's on the web, and they would get connected with enrollment specialists who could share that information with them.
Let's talk about housing. You're filling up all of your options, aren't you?
I am, and it's exciting. It's a great problem to have. So we're going to be full, I believe, in Cadillac, probably over full. So we're excited for that. We're looking forward to it, having about 100 students in the community that are part of our housing program.
And you have 2 different places where they can live. You've got the old O'Neill's building.
We do.
Which the remodel of that makes downtown look so much better.
Yes.
and that row of housing, a couple of rows behind up on the hill that are very close to the campus.
Yes. And, of course, the downtown housing, we get great reviews on that with the students. They're right there by the park. They can, some of those apartments can have views of the lake. On campus, it's the best kept secret. I've had many people say, don't you have campus housing? We do.
It's kind of hidden from the road.
Hidden. And so it's a beautiful setting in the woods back there. And we have, 5 units back there of kind of duplex looking, but our housing is not the housing of your and my era. These are student apartments, 1,100 square feet, fully furnished, very beautiful.
And what you're saying is if you have any idea about living on campus, you better get your name in
get
early.
that application in, correct, or you will not have a bed.
Just a couple weeks ago was the graduation.
It
and
was.
The last time you were here before the previous open house, we had talked about that coming up in a couple of months. So how did that go? It was a Baker College-wide graduation at one large arena.
It was incredible, Rich. Yeah. It was a beautiful day to start with, and we were all in Grand Rapids at Van Andel. The venue was beautiful. 1,400 graduates that walked across the stage, and we had about 8,000 people in attendance. And so pretty incredible Baker proud moment in downtown Grand Rapids on that day.
And few hundred of those were from the Cadillac
They
campus.
were.
Yep.
Yeah, 200 to 300 were from Cadillac. I think everybody enjoyed seeing the impact that Baker College has across the state. We certainly know that here in Cadillac, and our graduation here has always been very wonderful. I'm sure the others would say that about theirs, but you do lose a little bit of that intimacy when you can have it at a local venue with just your group. But it was pretty powerful to see 1,400 students in all their robes coming into that arena. And 8,000 people. It was almost like going to a concert.
Yeah, kind of.
And I was on stage.
So, and we can't let you get away without talking about the 13th year accomplishments.
Yes.
Of course, I work at the CTC, so we got to talk about the students who've worked really hard to get that 13th year. And a lot of people don't know, but when you go to the 13th year through Baker, you don't get your high school diploma until a year after. You get
That's
the
correct.
diploma and you get the degree at the same time.
Yes, it's so powerful, certainly in our intimate setting where the local soups who give of their time to come to that because they're so excited about the kids' opportunities. And then their name is said, the superintendent gives them their high school diploma, they walk a few steps and get their scroll from me for their associates. So this year, it was a little bit it was a bigger audience, but still they were recognized in the same way.
And I would think to have those handed to you at the same time gives you maybe even a greater sense of accomplishment.
Yeah. It's got to be a sense of accomplishment for those kids.
Yeah.
And I think about myself in that era. They're 1 year out of the traditional K-12 system and getting their associates. Mm-hmm. And it says something about their motivation for that.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool to see. I'm, of course, very proud of that program and our connection with the Wexford Misaki ISD. We do it right up here.
So with the open house coming up on Saturday, now we're getting ready to throw another whole group of local graduates out into the world.
Yep, we are.
And it's time to start a new set of careers. And so this is the time to learn about it at Baker.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And either furthering their degrees or, coming in first time.
So one more time, give us the time and what folks can learn at the Baker Open House.
That's this Saturday from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock. And they can come on campus. They can learn about programs. They can visit labs that we have. They can see program officials and learn about all of the kinds of things they may get as they're learning about their new career.
Always a pleasure to visit with Baker College of Cadillac President Kelly Smith. Thank you very much.
You too.